Hey guys, it's Dan with the Crayon Brotherhood, and I'm sure if you've seen my last video, the mistakes were made, the short, or my last feature, you've seen the scratches on the Jeep, Exhibit A. So today, what we're going to do is try to get these scratches out, at least the best we can. I mean, I don't expect it to be perfect, because they're pretty bad scratches. So that's the plan for the day. That's what we're fixing to go over. The tools I've got to use, the stuff I picked it up all at O'Reilly's, except the drill. You're going to need a drill, 5,000 grit paper, 3,000 grit paper, polishing compound, microfiber towels, and then a actual scratch remover kit as well. That's what I'm using. You know, we'll see how the results go and go from there with it. So let's get started on that. Alright guys, I don't know if I mentioned it in the intro or not, but you also need a spray bottle of water. I'm going to start off with a dry eraser to get any kind of loose stuff off and this, that, and another. And it's slightly abrasive, so it'll help too. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. Everything I've seen them do it on was with lighter stuff. I don't know if that's showing up or not, but real light stuff. But pinstriping and what I do is, it's common. So figured I'd do a video on it, see if I can help other folks, especially if we can get this bigger stuff out. Ooh, that's bad. So let's see what happens. So you want to use water for your lubricant, because you don't want it dry. You want to just lightly do circular motions on your scratch. Try to get rid of the big stuff that might be hanging on. Like that's actually down in the paint, so I don't know if that's going to come out. We'll see. Yeah, these magic erasers are pretty awesome little things. And definitely, if you don't feel comfortable doing this yourself, go get a professional to do it. It's one of those things that I like trying it, and if I mess it up, then I'll get somebody else to do it. But I'm gonna see if I can get it done first. Let's see here. It is windy today and cold. I also suggest doing this on a warm day. It's probably about 35, 36 right now out here. Man, I'm not gonna lie, that's already way better. Way better. Get all the water off of it. Ooh, it's got a lot of pinstripes. Alright, we're going to let that dry. I'm going to do the other door, and we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, as you can see, it's a little bit better by just using the magic eraser. It's not perfect, nowhere near perfect, but it's smoother to the touch, and I mean, it don't look near as bad as it did. So that's pretty good. Just magic eraser. Huh. Really surprised. So we're going to start now with the 3000 grit and buff it down. Try to not put too much pressure on it. You don't want to go through the clear coat. You just kind of want to smooth out the deeper cuts and kind of make it more uniform. And then we'll go to 5000 and then the compounds and start polishing it out. Like right there, it's pretty rough to the touch. You can probably hear that. So, all right, that's what we're going to do next. Again, use plenty of water on this, and don't go crazy on the pressure. You can hear the difference of the material being cut. Goes from like a scratchy sound to kind of a smooth. Yeah, it's quieting down. I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's real windy out here. Right here was where it was really deep. Rinse it off so you can make sure you're removing more material and clean it. Alright, let's see how that looks. I'll dry it up. It's going to be a nice, or I say a nice, it's going to be real dull because you've dulled out the clear coat. So don't panic. That's where all the polishes and everything come in. We might have to do this a couple more times. It may not have cut it enough. Fold this in half. Alright, let's let that dry. I'm going to do this other door. Alright guys, so the back of these pads, I'm using this 3000 grit and the 5000 are like a Velcro. And if you've got a, what do you call it, an oscillating sander or cutter or whatever, these little guys here, it'll cut, it'll sand, it'll do all kinds of things. It'll stick to the back of these. So if you do it very careful, again, don't overpressure, don't put too much pressure on it. You can use one of those. Cause I need to keep going over it with that 3000. That's the most abrasive I've got, and it's getting close, as you can see. See if I can get some light on this. for you. As you can see, it's getting closer. There's the back of the camera here. There we go. Now I can see. Yeah, it's getting better. Far better than it was. But it's going to take a couple more. There it is. It's going to take a couple more passes. So I was like, there's got to be, I've got a way to do it faster than my hand can do it. So just be careful. Again, don't go crazy with it. You don't want to go all the way through the clear coat. And like mine's in a dent, so really it's kind of like a valley. So I kind of got to work the edge of the sander like that. So just, again, be careful. You can see right around here where it's duller. That's where the 3000s went against the clear and kind of scuffed it up. It's not as shiny, but it'll buff out. I hadn't started on this side yet, but we'll get there. So I'm gonna get back on that, a couple more passes, and then I'll bring y'all back and see how that ends up. So if you see the white, that's some of your clear. So again, be careful. So the water is lubricating and cleaning your paper or sanding media. We're gonna dry that and bring you back here in a sec. Alright, we're gonna dry that and bring you back here in a sec. Alright guys, so we done about 4 more passes with that 3000 and it's quite a bit better. You can still see it. I think I should have started with like a 1500 because the 3000's working, it's just taking forever. So the 1500 would remove a little more material a little faster. You'd have to be a little more careful with it. And then you work your way up to the 3000 and 5000 and compounds and stuff. But I mean, as bad as it was, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, it looks a lot better than it did. It's not going to be perfect. So I mean, I can't complain. The dent's gonna be there. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't do body work. So, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. And I ain't even started the compounds yet. We're fixing to do that here in just a minute. I think I'm gonna go over it again with the 3000 and then the 5000 and see what that does. But I've been at this for probably, the 2 doors, probably about an hour, hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half. So yeah, I should have got the 1500 or 2000 maybe. It would have sped up the process a little bit, but just got to be more careful. So I'm gonna get after it again, make another pass or 2 with it, and then do the compounds, and I'll bring you back for the compounds. Alright guys, so I've kept going over it again and again, and it is getting there. I mean, it is, I don't know if it's even showing up on camera. I can still see it with my eyes. You can see it right there. Follow it on down. But I mean, it is dramatically better. Here's the back. I hadn't really done much more with the back. So it is getting there. So I'm fixing to start using the compound on my dilly here and see if that'll take some more of it out. and go from there. I mean, it might be, well, I can kind of see it up here. It might be about as good as it's going to get because of the dents. So if you touch it, you can feel where the limb dented the door. So, I don't know. We can try it. Oh, so with the compound, don't use water. I mean, wow. Looking down it, I can barely see the scratches. They're there. I can barely see it. It's about polished them all the way out. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but my battery, I guess, is going dead. So let me wipe this off here. See what we got. And I'll go charge that battery. Oh man, yeah, that's looking good. Wow. So yeah, I'm gonna charge that battery and bring y'all back, I guess, for the hand polishing. Because after you get done with all this, it's going to look dull. Like there'll be a color difference. Like it's shiny, but not as shiny as the rest. So you got to get your polish and go over it one more time or a couple more times. But it's funny though, is because I can see. Yeah. Okay. So the camera's kind of, and the reflection kind of blurry. I can't even see the little red light blinking here. Up here, I can. So yeah, we'll have to polish that up. Where I've been buffing on it, but man, that is not bad for as bad as it was. Let's see if I can bring y'all up here, look down it like I am. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. Let me touch the camera. I don't know if it'll show up. You can kind of see it on camera, but compared to, I don't know if that'll show it. There it is. See how bad that is. That's how this was. But you can see the reflection of the neighbor's house in it. So I mean, it's getting there. It is getting there. Oh, if you see some smoke in the background, don't be alarmed. I got my smoker going. So yeah, let me charge that battery and get back after it. I'm thoroughly impressed with this so far. So yeah. Alright, so we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I got the little battery charged back up, so we're going to try to get back after it here. Oh, the temperature is dropping. Won't be long, the water will be freezing. Alright, so what this is that that compound, that scratch removing compound on the 3000 pad, and man, that seems to really be doing the trick. So we're going to try to get as much of this out with that, then we're going to jump up to the 5000. I mean, it's dramatically different. Focus y'all a little better there. Let's see where the camera's pointing at even. Oh yeah, you can see the whole door. Alright, let's get back at it. Crazy. I keep buying product here because the sponge is actually absorbing quite a bit of it. To the point now I'm having trouble seeing what I'm buffing. This area here is almost completely gone. This stuff is scratch X by wires. That stuff is doing it. It's doing the trick. And it's to the point now I'm having trouble seeing what I'm buffing. Like this area here is almost completely gone. This stuff, this Scratch X by McGuire's, and this stuff it's doing it. It's doing the trick. Yeah, guys. So I got the back caught up to the front for the most part, and it looks like you can see right there. There's a little pinhole in the clear, and I guess it's delaminating from the door or something. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. So I don't know what to do about that. But other than that, I mean, the door looks good. That one little delamination spot. Front door looks good. We're fixing to do the 5000 grit and the polish kind of all over, and then get out the actual like polish and go from there. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll bring y'all back when it's done. See how it turns out. I said I'd bring you back when I was closer or done with it, but this is the fine polish, so we're gonna splodge it all around and check it out. Yeah. See what we got. Not quite shined up yet, but getting there. It's a lot better. Wow. It's crazy. Alright, let me finish this up. Alright guys, so I'm using the applicator for the Scratch X for the fine polish, and man, it's doing a fantastic job, but it does sling it everywhere. Keep that in mind. It does make a bit of a mess. Alright, just wipe that off and see what we got. Boy, it's slung stuff everywhere. It's all the way up to the door. I want to play around with that on some the pinstripes, just the pinstripes, not the deep gouge. That's all I'm worried about doing today. And it took the pinstripes right off, really easy. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I did not expect it to turn out this well. Yeah, you can still see the pinstripes and stuff up here, but the actual scratch is awesome. I mean, it's not awesome, but it cleaned up well. I mean, you can't barely see it. Even over here, you can see the dent. The scratch, it's almost gone. It's good enough. I mean, without getting the actual Jeep doors fixed, I think it's a W. I think it'll work. Because once I hit a mud hole, throw a little mud on it, you'll probably never even see it. So, yeah, I'm real happy with it. I just wish it wouldn't have delaminated or whatever that is right there. There's a pinhole. Camera kind of picks it up. There's a pinhole right there, and I don't know if moisture just got up under it when I was buffing it or what. So, but that's the biggest issue that I see other than the dent is that discoloration right there. So, but yeah, compared to what it was to what it is now, night and day. Completely happy with it. So I appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the messages. I'll try to respond as quick as I can. But yeah, for deep scratches and pinstripes, stuff from the trail, man, that stuff that I picked up there worked fantastic. So really pleased with it. So hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. It's a young channel. I'm just starting out, trying to pick it up. And if you have any questions, just feel free to hit me up in the messages. And thank you for watching.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.